Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Gore Screaming Show, and it's finally time when we meet with Yuka again, with lovely Yuka in her mansion. So yeah, we got soaked in the rain, and apparently the only place where we could hide is obviously her house. So yeah, let's just go and let's see how this encounter will go. We'll learn something new about Yuka. Will we meet with Yoshiki again in like terrible state? Or maybe we'll learn something about Aoi, who knows? Anyway, let's just go. Upon entering the mansion, they're given a change of clothes. Ryoji has no idea who they belong to. What the hell? When he looks at the outfit he's been given, his eyes widen in surprise. The shirt has the lace on the collar. Oh? Is he supposed to wear this? Or there's been a mix-up and these are supposed to be Aoi's clothes? Aoi's probably changing in the next room right now. Interesting. So he have like this like old times like shirts, I guess. Because guys were wearing them as well, right? Like back in like, I don't know, like Napoleon times or something, I guess. I don't know. Like you can like tell me like about history in the comments, to be honest, because I'm terrible at this. But I believe like the shirts like this with like lace on the shirt, it was a thing actually at some point, right? And not only just for like women. Hey Namiki. Are you sure you got the right outfit? Because I think I might have gotten your clothes by mistake. Okay. The door opens from the inside. Oh. Whoa. Okay. She got like a maid outfit or something. Yeah, that's like a maid outfit. Interesting. This Aoi, gripping her skirt and looking all bashful. Yeah. This also looks kinda old. It looks like a dress from a fairy tale. It's an adorable one-piece dress with fluttering hems, and Aoi looks a bit embarrassed to be wearing it. When she's dressed like this, Aoi does look like the girl in the old photo he found. No, just remembering the old times, you know. Oh, she have a pocket here actually. Look at that. Kyoji scratches his cheek awkwardly. Okay. Let's save. She looks good. So we're just going to say that, like, to compliment her. I mean, look good. Not at all. It looked great on you. How it blushes. But honestly, it does look good on her. It isn't gaudy like a cosplay outfit. She really does. She really does look like a girl who stepped out from a fairy tale. It doesn't feel real. Still, what should I do about my outfit? Koji moans, looking at the shirt in his hands. Okay. Aoi giggles. Much more cheerful than usual. Aw. Cut out. It's not funny. If I have to wear this, I would rather stay in these clothes. It'll be fine. It's mostly dry already. Alright, I'll need to call Yamiko. When Kyoji takes his cell phone out of his pocket, Aoi turns on her heels, looking alarmed. Oh? Oh, okay. Makes sense. She hurries back into her room, where she left her clothes and her bag. There's a spring in her step that's markedly different from her usual shuffling walk. I have a feeling like her mother is like very strict in like what hour like she's like supposed to be home or something. That's why she got like alarmed and stuff. And she's like really like going fast to just like make a phone call, you know? Maybe, yeah. There's something going on in her house, like in her family. I mean, her brother passed away and stuff, so obviously it's hard. But Maybe putting on such a cute outfit lifted her spirits. Somehow she's positively bubbling over with cheer. Okay, so maybe I was wrong. And she wore a similar dress in that old picture. Maybe she likes dressing like that. I mean, it fits her. He feels rather mixed about this. Doesn't she care about Akan at all anymore? That's a good point. She does look very happy and stopped worrying about Akan. I mean, she's trying to like probably forget about what happened. So, yeah. Well, he would rather she's cheerful, of course, but Koji calls up his home phone number. After it rings a few times, a carefree voice greets him. Oh yeah, Miki-san, it's me. I got cut in the rain and can't get back home, but I'm staying at a friend's house, so don't worry. A hint of suspicion enters Emiko's voice. Yeah, that's a thing. Huh? What do you mean? It's raining like crazy out there. Kyoji looks out of the small window of the corridor. The view outside is still heavy, dark grey, and the downpour of rain still washing over the window glass. Suspicious, isn't it? Gore, I swear to God. It cut off. God damn it! Okay, we need to get the fuck out of here. As fast as possible. The phone screen shows the battery about to die, and immediately after that, the screen blacks out. He remembers charging it overnight though. Is the battery going bad already? And he thinks he heard the odd voice right before the call was cut off. But maybe he imagined it. Or maybe his phone picked up some weird signal. The door to the adjacent room opens and Aoi steps out, looking less than happy. Good timing, Namiki. Can I borrow your phone? My battery died in the middle of the call. Yeah. Me too. You mean it's happened to you as well? Aoi nods emphatically. Yeah, but everyone's saying that there's no rain, huh? Yes, I'm here. Well, nothing we can do about it. What with the rain? It's like a typhoon out there. Water washes over the windows non-stop. As I can mention, is covered by the curtains of water. For all that, they can hardly hear the pattern of the rain. Maybe these stone mansions are soundproof to a degree. Looking out the window, Koji thinks back to the call just now. Yamako said it wasn't raining around the apartment at least. Is this what they call the localized downpour? If so, when is it going to stop? Yeah, this is the thing I talked about last episode. Like, it's just like suddenly like starts and then like stops. Yeah, I guess not. When he indifferently looks at Aoi, Kyoji's taken aback a bit. It's probably fair to say that being trapped somewhere because of rain isn't normally something to be happy about. But Aoi regarding the rain outside the window with a smile. Nothing. Just, it is me, or do you look kind of happy about all of this, Namiki? She's happy that she don't have to go back home, maybe? Aoi cocks her head, a bit perplexed, realizing his tone might have come across as a little harsh. Kyoji hardly appends. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but... He cuts off by the sound of the cane tapping against the floor coming from the end of the corridor. Yuka's mother suddenly emerges from the dark corridor. Yeah. Yuka mother leads them to the parlor, where everything already set for the tea party. Is this Umineko? Is she a witch? Ah. Surprised. Because I don't like the clothes that you gave me. Yuka frowns upon seeing Kyoji. Kyoji suddenly frowns back. Like I can wear really clothes like that. Uh-huh. Kyoji slams his shoulders. Prince Charming? Couldn't epithet fit him any less. What impression does Yuka have of him exactly? Yeah, what's the deal with her and Kyoji? Like, she's like hundreds years old probably. How does she know Kyoji? All the questions, and also there's the person she mentioned, I think she mentioned, in the previous road, and I forgot the name. It was like Yukun? Or something like that? Something that doesn't fit like anyone. So we are definitely going to get like another character in this involved at some point. Next to him, Aoi giggles. Okay, she's overly cheerful about this. What? What do you mean? She wears the clothes that you gave her, so what? Kyoji cocks his head, curiously. Come to think of it, the clothes he was given were white, top and bottom. Yuka smiles smugly. Okay, so we are playing Alice in the Wonderland? Or whatever the name in English is? Who? Yeah, okay. Alice in Wonderland. Even Kyoji is familiar with the title at least. He never read it, but he has an idea of what the characters looks like. And come to think of it, the way Aoi dressed right now does remind him of one depiction of Alice around there. Meaning the white rabbit must be the rabbit that led Alice into the Wonderland. But since he's never read the books, Kyoji doesn't know anything more than that. Aoi looks up at him as she explains. Okay. What's with the random sounding guests? Aoi shrugs. Besides, if that's the case, shouldn't I be the what was it? Mad Hatter? Because apparently there weren't any princess at the tea party. Yuka shakes her head though. It's Gore, isn't it? We do? Where is he? Yuka just smiles and says nothing. Instead, she grabs Kyoji's hand and leads him to the sofa. Okay. So far, so good, I guess. It's weird, but... and unsettling, but nothing's wrong so far. No, but if I sit down dressed like this, sofa will get wet. It's still raining cats and dogs outside, but the room is pleasantly warm, and Kyoji clothes dry relatively quickly. The first time he visited here, the mansion looked gloomy and dark, but this time there are flowers in the corner and such, making for a cozy, cheerful atmosphere. The tea party is congenial, a fair throat food, the only curious thing being that Yuka only really seems to talk to Kyoji, as always. Aoi is in a good mood. She listens to their conversation with a smile, but Kyoji can't get it out of his mind. I'm also getting worried about Aoi behavior. Why is she behaving like this? This is not normal. What triggered her like that? Yuka is not possessing her because Yuka is clearly like her own. Does Aoi is that happy of not coming back home? Or what? I'm confused. Yuka asks him all about his daily life. What he likes to eat, what shows he likes on TV, stuff like that. It's almost like a formal marriage interview. Yuka mother comes in every once in a while to serve them cake or offer them a refill of their tea. It seems she had a bad leg, because she's using a cane to walk. Watching her going back and forth from the kitchen, carrying the teapot with one hand makes Kyoji antsy and anxious. He offers, to help her a few times, but she turns him down every time, her expression frightened. Yeah. Uh-huh. He only meant to help, but her panicked reaction makes him feel like he's wronged her somehow. Aoi watches over these exchanges with a faint smile. Her eyes are dreamy, distant. This is weird. The grandfather clock tolls 11 times. Having unconsciously counted the strokes, Kyoji sits up in surprise once it goes quiet. No way. It's this late? The window behind Yuka is still awash with rain. Huh. But when he looks at Aoi, he can tell from her expression that she's finding this slightly awkward as well. Yeah, but we were cut off by, like, weird laugh. And apparently no one sees the rain, so yeah. It's not that we don't want to, and we did call, but right? He looks at Aoi in affirmation. Aoi, however, still speaks like she's in a dream. This is so weird. What happened to Aoi now? Does Yuka like can they brainwash people now? Can they not only possess people but like brainwash them? What is happening to Aoi? I'm terrified right now. Indeed, Aoi looks like she would like that very much. Her cheeks are a little flushed and her eyes are glistening. Is like what? Kyoji can't really refuse after Aoi said that. He had to exactly go home and leave her here. Or maybe is it because of the clothes? What if like clothes are like creating an illusion? You know, like if you think about this, Aoi is wearing the dress that is Alice in the Wonderland, right? And Kyoji was supposed to wear also the clothes that like and be like a part of this like event basically, right? What if like if you wear the clothes that Yuka gives you, you becoming like this character and you see everyone else as the characters of this story? So she thinks as like, you know, she's like Alice from the Wonderland and she needs to like rest right now, and like she's like talking with the Mad Hatter and stuff. Mad Hatter actually, right? And Kyoji is the only one who sees from like normal perspective and sees everything normally because he doesn't wear the clothes. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe she's trapped in like her own illusion, basically. That would explain why she behaved like this, I think. But at the thought of staying in this mansion, he feels a prickling sense of unease way at the back of his mind. I'm sorry though, that we're imposing on you like this. Okay. At that point, Yuka's eyes twinkle meaningfully. Wish. Okay. Aoi wish. What's Aoi wish? You cannot bring her brother back. You cannot resurrect people. This is like impossible. Huh. Yuka grins sweetly, then suddenly waves at them. Weird. Yeah, good night. When they leave the room, Yuka's mother is already waiting for them in the corridor. She promptly leads them to their rooms. We're sorry for imposing on you like this. Yeah. She looks to be something of a quiet person with each step she takes. The cane audibly clicks on the floor. The sound echoes of the walls. Aoi takes out the mirror. It's the one Kyoji gave her. As they walk, she starts gazing at herself. Okay. The back of the mirror, huh? The mirror is apparently important. Oh, you're actually using it. Nice. I love it. Really? Even the way she talks sounds like she's a different person. Okay. She's much more animated and cheerful than usual. Can a simple change of clothes really change a girl that much? Maybe not if they're enchanted. So they can like use like weird like enchant magic. Like hypnosis or something. They climb up the staircase on the second floor. Yuka mother stops in front of the door at the end of the hallway. So we are not going to get separate rooms? Okay. This is the room Kyoji was in earlier, and there's double bed at the back. Kyoji momentarily stunned, and then goes red. Yeah, like don't you think like this like mansion is big? Like couldn't like we get just like separate rooms, you know? Both of us in the same room. This is also like weird because Yuka. Why would Yuka allow this even? Like, knowing Yuka, why would she even allow Aoi to get close to Kyoji like that? What? Huh, isn't that, aren't there any other rooms we can use? They walked past several doors on the way here, and since they came here, they've only even seen Yuka and her gloomy mother. There's no sign of anyone else being in the house. Based on what Yuka said, there was possibly one more person around, but even so, there should be some spare rooms. Yuka mother shakes her head slowly. Okay. Yeah, suspicious, huh? No, but... Great. With that final worry statement, Yuka's mother turns around and walks off, as quickly as her good leg will allow her. Left behind in that dark corridor, all alone with Aoi, Kyoji's at a loss as to what to do. Aoi, what is wrong with you? Why she's like that? Oh god. Yeah, Nabiki. I'm so confused. And scared. What? Why change in your behavior? We are not even in the end of this road, right? This is not like end of the road. Or anything. We're like in the middle or something. And it's already getting weird. What the hell? Aoi enters the room first and looks around the room excitedly. A 4-poster bed, a built-in fireplace. The wallpaper features in an intricate floor pattern. The curtains are thick and in subdued colors. The carpet on the floor looks deep enough for them to sink in up to their ankles. Our uniform is hanging on the wall, the one mismatched article in the room. Yuka's mother must have brought it here. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Kyoji still feels restless. The room does look like something straight out of the dream. If nothing else, this kind of room doesn't exist in this world. He can't still sit still. He feels like he doesn't belong here. But Aoi seems to like it here very much. Yeah. I know it's probably a bad idea, but Aoi, I think we need to take you out of this dress. And I don't mean the lewd way. I mean in a way like we need to stop this illusion for you. Like this is like this dress just like changed you. Like what? You have your clothes like hanging around there. Just swap into them. We'll just like look other way. No? Really, I can't relax in place like this. What? It's like I'm back to the way things were? I'm confused. What do you mean? The way things were? Aoi nods, her expression full of nostalgia. And then hangs her head, looking even so slightly morose. She continues, her expression grim. It reminds her like old house. Okay. So it's reminding her like the times when her brother was alive, I guess. Is this outfit familiar to you? I pinches up the hem of her dress. Ah. Kyoji said that as well, that she looks like on the pictures from before. Okay. So this matches for what Kyoji said. But I don't believe this is just nostalgia, it's something else. It sounded like said that last beat to herself more than to him. Kyoji gets the feeling he just heard something he shouldn't have and can only look away. Come to think of it, he vaguely remembers Aoi being like this in the past. Looking at it from her perspective, her family was still with her back then, so she must have been much happier than she is now. But for some reason, this leaves him feeling a tinge of bitterness. Oh, I know. I will sleep on the carpet. It's probably thick enough to serve as a futon. You think you can spare a blanket? Oh, it turns around. Yeah. We are not even that close, no? I mean, we started kind of dating, I guess. But you are behaving not how we know you. This is kinda weird. Huh? Kyoji heart skips a beat. I mean, I guess we can like just lie in like other sides of the bed. It's like not a big deal really, right? Oh yeah, that is. His heart beating like a drum now. He noticed that Aoi cheeks have flushed scarlet. Aoi looks at him, her eyes glistening. Kyoji gulps. It's not that I don't want to, but it's just... Aoi takes a step towards him. Now that she's this close, he can smell her hair. It still smells like rain. His heart is beating in his throat. He's feeling so terribly bashful, but he just can't tear his eyes away from Aoi's face. Kyoji clenches his fists and says roughly, I take no responsibility for what I will do. Wow, okay. Okay. This is still weird. Why Yuka would allow this? This is like my biggest concern. Why Yuka is allowing this? Aoi replies, her voice shaking. Kyoji slowly puts his arms around her shoulders. Her delicate body trembles under his touch. Through her princess dress, he can feel her soft shoulders. Like, this is going to be surprisingly awesome scene actually. For some weird reason, because I would expect something fucked up because we are in Yuka place. There's no way we are going to have like some happy time, right? I'm being confused and mocked. Unable to restrain himself, he pulled her into his arm's embrace. Her silky hair wavers before his eyes. And just like that, they lose their balance and end up sitting down abruptly on the bed behind them. Aoi looks up at Kyoji, nestled within his arms. This is cute. This is awesome. Why Yuka? I need to be on alert. I'm sorry. Normally, if that would be like, I don't know, like in Kyoji house or in Aoi house, I would be like, Awesome. Okay, they have quality time. They love each other. This is cool. This is awesome scene. But this is Yuka mansion. Yuka allows this. Why? What is happening? I am on high alert. I do not believe this is normal. It's his first time looking at her from this close. They're close enough to be able to feel each other breathing. Or Yuka is setting this up to see if Aoi will make a move on Kyoji. And if she does, then Yuka steps in and she's like, oh, you little bitch. You are not doing this to my Kyoji. This might be that. This might be that. Her large eyes are glistening as they move, with a little light is shining in from somewhere makes them positively sparkle. Aoi is cute. She's usually expressionless or frowning, so you wouldn't normally notice, but looking at her up close, he can tell. She really is cute. Blood rapidly builds up in his crotch. Okay. We're going into dangerous areas now. And the more conscious he is of it, all the harder it becomes to resist his impulses. Aoi casually looks down, only for her eyes to become revolute to a spot between his legs. This is yeah. Kyoji is frustrated, but Aoi looks up at him with flushed cheeks and says something he certainly doesn't expect. Yeah, looks like it. Do what? That's a lie. He does have an inkling what she means, but he can't wrap his head around the idea that Aoi would know anything about such matters. Okay. Aoi gets more red as she says this, her eyes darting in every direction. Okay. Aoi murmurs, her voice dwindling to nothing at the end. Kyoji can help but swallow nervously. Aoi saying something like that comes as a surprise, to say at least. His pulse picks up so much it feels like there's a drum beating right in his throat. Kyoji nods. How could he ever say no? I'd like you to do it too, I think. Aoi shaking fingers reach for Kyoji's zipper. The sound of the metal fastener coming down feels like it'll last much longer than it should. Aoi looks at it, her expression bewildered. This is embarrassing. Okay, a smile plays over Aoi's lips. Her cool fingers are on him. Her movements are awkward, but that makes the sensation they bring all the more unpredictable. Namiki, wait, this is wrong. He's actually showing, to his classmates, the abnormality of the situation fills him with the odd sense of pleasure. Somewhere in his mind the word wrong blurs like an alarm bell. It isn't normal. Yeah, surely the situation is far cry from normal. Just what are they doing here? Without a second thought, in a house they just happen to be staying in. Somebody else's house. Why are they doing this? But as he looks into Aoi's eyes, feels her breath, the little alarm in his head goes unheard. In any other circumstances, that would be the fine scene. Like, yeah, they have like mutual laugh to each other and stuff. But it's like, this is Yuka house. Why? What is happening? I'm so alerted. Aoi looks down bashfully. Taking this as the permission to take the next step. Kyoji swallows nervously. Hey Namiki. Aoi glances at him. He's blushing. And as she looks at him, her unperturbed eyes have a glint to them that he's never seen there. Yeah, if you're fine with it. Okay. Koji raises a hand, softly touching Aoi's cheek. He makes to lay her on the bed, but she gets up, her expression a little awkward.
寝ちゃったら服シワになっちゃうから。
Wow, she's so concerned about the clothes. This is interesting. Why? Seems like maybe they're enchanted in a way that you cannot like damage them in any way or something? Aoi pinches up the hem of her dress and gently spreads it out. It seems she's taken quite a liking to this dress. And ever since she put it on, she's shown him sides of herself that she's never displayed before. Can one article of clothing really change a person this much? Then, that means they should just take off their clothes. But stripping naked just like that would be embarrassing. So they find themselves turning away from each other, take their clothes off. Hyuji risks a sidelong glance, and then freezes up in shock. Aoi doesn't seem to have noticed, but she's in full view in the nearby window as she's taking mirror as she's taking off her clothes. You can see her soft, plump, shapely breasts and the red tips growing them. Damn. He avers his gaze, but Aoi in nude form still feels every crevice of his mind. Hot damn. In the mirror, full frontal nudity and the pretty cool evacuate of her shoulder blades and back. He wants to embrace her right away, to cover her entire body with his. Kyoji embraces Aoi from behind. She looks up at him, clearly puzzled. The two of them go over to stand in front of the mirror that is in the corner of the room. It has a small counter under it. It's just the right height. Oh, okay. They're doing it that way, okay. Kyoji has Aoi brace herself against the counter. Can we do it like this? Okay. And I'm out of water. Are you okay doing it standing up? I mean, you are not the strongest physically, you know? You had the troubles like walking like to this shrine, and this is heavy physical activity, to be honest. It's heavier physical activity than you may think of. So yeah, I'm worried about your well-being actually. From behind he can only see Aoi's large eyes looking at him over the dress, fancy poof sleeves. Her eyes have a moist sheen to them, and her long eyelashes are quivering. She must be embarrassed. Kyoji grabs Aoi's waist, and her body shivers in surprise. He flips up her adorable skirt and petticoat, revealing her privates, covering by the plain pair of panties. Maybe because of how she's sticking her behind out, that are pulled tight, making her a plump mounds of flesh, and the shape in between stands out against the fabric. Aoi squeezes her eyes shut, overcome of emotion. Her butt and hips wiggle impatiently, and a dark stain starts forming over her. Kyoji softly presses it with a finger. It sinks in, her folds feeling even softer than they look. Aoi lets out a muffled moan. The way she suppressed it, it sounds like loud breathing. He toys with the stained area with his finger, producing a squishing sound and a sensation of wetness overflowing. That and heat. This scene is so lovely. But why Yuka house? What is happening? Don't stare at this that much. You had a good look at my thing, right? We are even. Cool. Aoi buries her face in her arms in a show of resignation. Namiki. Breathing heavily, Aoi whispers this and nods. And as before, you can only see her eyes over her shoulder, so he can't read her expression. There's dissonance between Robson's movement and her lovely appearance in the mirror opposite. Who knows how much time has passed? It's probably about 10 seconds or so, but they remain connected, basking in the waves of pleasure. Aoi steers gently, and that makes Kyoji snaps out of his reverie. And as it does, he's filled with a surge of regret. Has he just done something terrible and irrevocable? Aoi collapses, and as Kyoji is unable to support her, they both sink to the floor. The dress, which was hanging precariously off her shoulders before, slides the rest of the way off and spreads over the floor. The fluids are spotted all over the bodies and the floor, so it's well possible some got on the dress, but Aoi is beyond caring about that by now. Aoi, crunching her hands down on the floor and her back arched, still near for all to see, her face turned away from him. Her body twitches every now and then. She shivers like she's cold. Maybe she's feeling the remains of Kyoji. Yeah? Kyoji, like... How did it come to this? When the heat of the moment dies down, Kyoji comes to his senses. Sluggishly putting his clothes on, he looks on, dazed. Just this afternoon, they were both worried about what happened to Akane. They were unable to shake off the guilt, so they racked their brains, but they couldn't come up with anything they could do to help her either. Aoi slowly gets to her feet. She refuses to look at Kyoji in the eye. Her bangs hang over her face, hiding her expression from sight. She gropes for the dress on the floor and pulls it towards her. Ah, yeah, that was the heat of the moment, huh? Namiki? Yeah, we are back to this. We're back to the case why Aoi feels guilty about what happens to Akane. What do you mean I'm Akane's, like, what? I'm her friend. Childhood friend. We're not even dating in this road. Hey Namiki, what are you saying? Kyoji tries to put a hand on her shoulder, but she recoils from his touch. Rising, her face is wet with tears, Kyoji gulps. No. Why would she say such a thing? Why is she suddenly like this? Just minutes ago, she was acting so lewdly, moaning with pleasure. Hey Namiki. Kyoji reaches out to Aoi, but just as his hand is about to reach her shoulder, something jumps out at them from the right. A face! Gore, what the actual fuck? Why are you here? What is happening? Like... I knew that I had to be on alert, but why now? Did you just wanted us to like feel guilty, like make Aoi to feel guilt? You just want to... Okay, Yuka and Gore knew that if we do this, Aoi will feel despair and she will feel bad. They knew that. Kyoji jumps backwards in surprise. It's a miracle he didn't scream out loud. Someone's face just popped out directly beside them. Please no, Gore. Oh my god, no, we are not eating Aoi, please. It suddenly speaks in shrill metallic screech. It's wearing an odd mask and a particular hat. So this is the first time when we see Gore in this road, huh? Its owner looks like a very large man, but it's hard to tell because his body is bent at an odd angle. Noticing that something is amiss, Aoi sluggishly lifts her face. Who are you? How long have you been here? The man strides up and starts to sway left and right. What is this guy? An inexplicable sense of terror makes the pit of Kyoji's stomach go cold. And that was pretty much a non-answer. It doesn't feel like he's getting through to him at all. This man in the old mask wears a black mantle, the shade of the night itself, so the shape of his body is impossible to make out. Kyoji has just fallen on his behind and can't immediately get back up, so he can only watch as the strange man leaps up into the air. He's moving like some kind of like clockwork toy. Now he makes a silent, graceful landing. At that point, the man wheels in place. Great. He twirls around and around, and then effortlessly leaps into the air again. Great. Like, what's like? These are also the questions about Gore. Like, what even is he? How he met Yuka? What's like his like relation to Yuka? Like, there's so many like questions about him and Yuka. God damn it. And then Gore, rather at the odds with the vehemence with which he launched himself, lands with the gracefulness of the cherry blossom. His movements defy gravity. Kyoji couldn't even hear his feet touch the ground. Gore pinches up the hem of his mantle and courtesies like a little girl. Okay, I will call you Gore. Kyoji and Aoi continue to stare at Gore, who's cooking his head. They're lost for words. For forgetting to do as much as blink, they can only stare at the strange man. They can't even imagine what's coming next. Kyoji realizes that when you have no idea what's coming next, sometimes you can't move a muscle. Gore leaps, peeking out below his mask. It's the complacent smile illuminated by the faint light shining in through the window. Wait. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, because this is the mask and this is his face, like his actual face, yeah. The two pompons attached to his silly hat starts shaking. At this point, Gore mantle parts in two. Puppet show is back! Wow. Puppet show about Akane? Oh wait, this is Akane or this is Kyoji? No, this is Kyoji, okay. Akane would have like long hair, right? About Kyoji and Aoi just doing the stuff, I guess. Okay, great. Let's go. The man hands emerge from within, a doll to each of them. Sock puppets, they call them. Kyoji has no idea what kind of paint he have used, but those puppets on his hands are lightly fluorescent and clearly visible even in the dark. One of them is a boy puppet, and unless he's imagining it, it resembles Kyoji himself. And the other doll looks like Aoi. Great. Somebody claps. Kyoji jumps in an unexpected sound. Hi, Yuka! What the fuck is going on? Kyoji has no idea when or how she got there, but Yuka's sitting on the bed, clapping enthusiastically. Gore turns towards Yuka and has the doll's bow to her reverently before turning back to Kyoji and Aoi. Oh shit. We are not getting truth from Aoi. Like, what's happening? We're getting the truth from Gore. Holy fuck. She's going to be like, no, stop, don't tell him. They so want to break Aoi. Holy shit. Okay. But you know what? I will save here. And maybe continue in the next episode actually. Or maybe I will continue and just do it in this episode. But for now, I think we'll end this episode. It's been a very interesting episode with actually awesome scene between Aoi and Kyoji. But also scene on the high alert. because of Yuka and Gore. And it's like this whole play is like Alice in the Wonderland. It's been such a weird episode. And what is our secret? We'll learn this in the next episode. Or in this one. And you don't hear me talking actually then. Anyway, thank you for being with me. Leave up a like if you like the episode. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And yeah. You can check Discord as well, which is in the description. And I will see you all in the next episode of Gore Screaming Show. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.